Jai Hind everyone. I am Anupam Kumar Saini, Assistant Professor, IT Department, AKGEC, Ghaziabad. Today's my topic is automata. In automata theory, there is main topic is formal language. The subject name is Theory of Automata and Formal Languages, and short name is TAFL. This is also known as automata theory. Yeah. Today I am want to discuss here the what is finite automata. Finite automata basically is a mathematical model of digital computer. It is used to recognize pattern within input taken from some alphabet set. It consists of discrete input and outputs. Inputs given to a machine is processed by various states. These jobs of finite automata is accept or reject an input. Means what is finite automata? Actually, finite automata is a machine which decide the given input will be accept or reject. For example, I want to explain here with the machine. For example, this is a simple on off switch, and we when at initial position if it is off, then light will not blink. If we give an input switch on of light, then command goes to switch and output will light will on. In output light will on. Current position, starting position when light is off, it we give an command and light will on. Means a machine accept the command and on the light. These are the some basically mathematical model of the digital computer. And here is the finite automata. Basic components: symbol, alphabet, string and language. What is symbol in finite automata? These are the basic components in which those are used in automata. Here symbol is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the symbols used in automata, and A, B, C, D. These are the symbols. Both symbols are used in automata. In this 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on symbol are used, alphabet A, B, C, D and so on symbols. And alphabets can represent using symbol sigma, and this is the finite set of symbols. This is finite set of symbols is known as alphabet. For example, sigma equal to A, B. Then there is only two symbols in alphabet. These alphabet used for generating language and string. In other example, if sigma equal to 0 and 1, then here the alphabet will be 0 and 1. Regarding these input alphabet, we can generate string and language. For example, we take a string for sigma a b. A string should start with a, then string will generate for this sigma equal to ab, start with a, then string will be a, a, ab, a, aba, this is a string. String A, string AA, string AB, string triple A, ABA. These are the strings using alphabet A and B. If we take input symbol 0, 1 and condition taken here, the string end with 0. If string end with 0, then string will generate end with 0, 1, 0, 0, comma 1, 0. First string will be 0, end with 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, and so on. Here 0 will be a string, 1, 0 will be a string, and each string having a length. If we consider it ABA, then length of this string will be 3. Length of this string will be 2. These string, if we represent these string in a language form, then it is known as language. For example, a string start with A and string start with B and string start with 0 and end with 1. These are the languages. With the help of language, generate the strings. Next. What is finite automata? Sorry. Finite automata model. As I explained, the finite control, this is a finite control where give any input to the finite control machine. For example, here we assign give 001 is a string, then this string will store in input tape 001 and control head means input tape, it is also known as input tape. Control head will go on starting state and read it. If condition fulfill, then go to the next state, otherwise reject the string. Input tape, it is a linear tape which hold the input string. This tape is divided into finite number of cells. Finite control is a states. Finite control, it indicate current state, decide next state, and so on. For example, if Q naught is a state, if we give any input to this state, it will change its state in from in current state to next state. It may be same also. It depends on the condition. These are a storage where the string when accept then store in storage. To construct transition diagram, there are basic model to use to construct the transition diagram, in which first is initial state. Initial state represented by simple circle and put the state name Q0 and put arrow sign. It represents the initial state Q0, and next is final state. Final state is represented by double circle. If we put double circle in any state, then it becomes the final state. Final state represent the string is accepted. It denotes the accepting state. Accepting string. For example, we design a machine for input string accept only 1 0. String accept only 1 0 and input symbol is 0 1. If input symbol is 0 1 and condition is given, string accept only 0 1 0. It shows the string length is 3. String length is 3, 0, 1 and 0. These 3 are string length. It means the number of state required to design this finite automata at least 4. Q1, Q2, zero, 1, 0, 0, 1 and 0. This represent the string and this Q3 denoted as final state. It means 0, 1, 0 will accept in this machine. If we add on other string accept 101 and 110 and 110, then in this case 2 condition will follow 010 and 110. Zero for input symbol 0, next state will be Q1 if input symbol 1 at Q1, then next state will be Q2, This is the one part 1 0 1 0. If string 1 next state will be Q4, then we can design our next state Q5 and Q6 0 1. Here I represent it as a dotted line because in finite automata we use minimum number of states, so we can go from Q4 to Q1 with 1. No, 1 Q4 to, not here, Q4 to 1 here. Then we can remove these state and directly go via 1 Q0, Q4, Q2, Q3. Then string 1 1 0 will accept with this diagram. Here is other example. Design finite automata which accept those string which start with 1 and end with 0. Start with, if input symbol is 0 comma 1 and string start with 1 and end with 0, then what will be the string? String will be 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0, means starting point is fixed, start with 1 and end with 0. Start with 1 and end with 0. In between any symbol 0 1 anytime can be occur. Only fixed condition is 1 start with 1 and end with 0. Here we assign any input symbol. Then construct the finite automata for this. As shown here, Q0 initial state, when input is 1, then go to the next state Q1. If input is 0, then next state Q2. These 1 and 0 will accept in this state Q2. Here we consider the all input symbol with every state. For example, if Q at Q0 there are two input symbols 0 and 1, there are two input symbols 0 and 1, and with 1 the Q0 at 1 Q0 go to Q1, and with 0, if input symbol is starting symbol is 0, then it go to the dead state. Means dead state is that in from that state there will be no option to reach at final state, is known as dead state. If string start with 0, then it will go to dead state, means string will not accept. For example, 0 1 1 1, this is the string, and so that this will accept according to these condition, then it will not be accept according these condition. The condition is given design finite automata which accept only those strings which start with 1. Here start with 0, then this should not be accept. Then after 0 any string will occur, should not be accept here, means 0 comma 1. At q naught with 0 go to the next state q2, and when 1 occur at q1, it given as a loop, means 1 is there is a no condition for 1, then it may occur any times. And loop means if there is a any loop for any input symbol, it means it can occur 1 time, 2 times, and infinite times, or not any time. Means loop means epsilon 1 1 1 and so on. For loop this will occur, means if there is no any 1, then epsilon will accept. If 1 1 is accept, then go to the next state, means if we accept the string 1 1 0, then what will be the path? q naught to q1, q1 to q1, q1 to q2. One, one, 0. This will be the path for 1 1 0. At q2 state, if 0 occur, then assign a self loop, because it accept end with 0, means how many times 0 may occur in this q2 state. It cannot be affect the result of given machine. For if we take a string, other string, for example 1 1 0 0 0, then it will accept by machine or not? Definitely it will accept, start with 1, end with 0. And what will be the path for this? Path will be q naught to q1, q1 to q1, q1 to q2, q1 to q2, q2 to q2, q2. This will be the path for the string 1 1 0 0 0. At q2, when input 0 is there, then self loop occur, and at the end if 1 will occur, then a string, means if at this point 1 1 0 1 0, then a string will go to the previous state. Here, after that, if 0 occur, then go to the final state, and only if the string is 1001, this will not accept by machine, and this will stop at Q1, not at last will be Q2. In this case, string stop only Q1. If we put 10010, then string will stop at Q2. How? Q0, Q1, what will the path for this? Q0, Q1, Q2, Q2, Q1. When 1 occurred, go to the previous state Q1. Next Q1, when input is 0, move to Q2. This will be the path, then this string will accept. I also explained that deterministic finite automata, one way of infinite broken into the cell, one way read, these are discussed how it will be implemented. This is the transition diagram of a machine. One state is final state, all other are rejecting state. Means machine for accepting the language and its purpose is all discussed in finite automata. In next class, I will discuss more about the questions of finite automata. Thank you.